Okay. Hey guys. Today I'm going to talk to y'all about front loading. And front loading is something that we haven't talked about in a while. I actually did a training a while back on it. So if you search front loading in the group, you'll see another training. But this is something that I'm currently, this is something that I'm currently doing in my business. This is what I do as a leader. It's something that's super, super important if you are already a leader. If you're not a leader yet, go ahead and get in the habit of doing it. So front loading is pretty much you are prepping for the next month. You are front loading as in you are getting ready for next month. You are booking parties. You are having join conversations. Yes, you can front load your join conversations, your sponsoring, because you can talk to people and you can talk to them about if they were interested in having a host exclusive or a $59 kit, you can front load that for the next month. So next time you have an order going in, you'll be able to offer that. Front loading is literally just planning. And so if you're sitting back, it's the 20th now. So this is the time that you should be front loading for November, because your October should already be squared away. I cannot talk today. You should already know where your PRV is and where it's going to roundabout end for the month, because you know how many parties you have left. You shouldn't still trying to scrounge the last minute trying to book parties for October. Now is the time that you're booking into November. You are booking for the first half of the month, usually is my goal. So it's really just prepping for the next month. A lot of times you'll hear that leaders have their minimum 500 PRV or more on the first or in the first week of the month. And a lot of people say, well, how do they do that? Well, they front load. So I haven't shared it yet, but sometimes towards the end of the month, usually the last week of the month is when I share it. I will start sharing the warmer of the month for the next month. And that's when I'll start doing pre-orders for that. Also, if I'm somewhere in my business where I'm comfortable and where I know I need to be around this time, that's when I know that I'm ready to front load, right? So when do you front load? Second half of the month, after the 15th, after you know where you're ending for this month. Once you've, not even necessarily once you've hit your goals for this month, but knowing what you have left, knowing that you have 2 parties left in a fundraiser or whatever it may be. And then we front load. So the why part, right? Why do we front load? It's just so we know it's a plan. So if you don't make a plan, you're planning to fail. I don't even know what the saying is about that. Fail to plan, plan to fail. There you go. So it's really just figuring out what's next for next month. So next month, I know I'm going to have 2 parties in the first week. I have some people that are interested in joining next month. Or have been thinking about it. That's what I'll be doing this month, is following up with them and seeing if they're going to want to, if next month's their month. And really it's just having a schedule, pretty much scheduling your business. Knowing that you shouldn't be going into a month not knowing what you're going to do in your business. Okay, so you should be going into a new month saying, yes, I have this many parties. I have this many events, this is my meeting schedule. All of that is front loading for the month. So super, super important that you're doing that. If you're not doing that right now, then do it, because some people will say, oh, I've hit my goals. I'm where I'm at. I'm like, okay, well, how many parties do you have for next month? And they don't have any parties because they're just like, oh, I'm done for the month. No, that's when you should be front loading for the next. So make sure that you are front loading and that you're teaching your team to front load. So you're always ahead of the game. You're never having to wonder where your PRV is going to come from the next month. Okay. Super, super important to plan. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. And that's it for today. Have a good one.